Oh, what's up, YouTube? Jeremy IPTTM back here, and I have a stack of 1934 Goudey Hall of Famers. I started putting the 1934 Goudey set together, going on 5 years ago now. It's kind of been a back burner set. It is a low grade set, and I just picked up the last two Hall of Famers I needed for the Hall of Famers in the set. Still have about 15 to go to complete it. And let me just start. I'll just show them off. First up is the Jimmie Foxx #1. Again, these are all low grade. I'm looking just for the card, not overly concerned about the condition. So that's one of the iconic cards, ones that you see. #2, Mickey Cochran. You see Detroit Tigers. He also was manager at the same time, so player coach on that one. Next up, Dizzy Dean. This one is a little rougher than most. A crease down the middle here, some gunk on it, but it is a well-traveled, well-loved card. That's what I wanted with this set. KBO collectors will like that one. Cardinals. Except Leo DeRocher. He was manager when Jackie Robinson came in, but this is from his playing days. Cardinals. I love about these, all the earlier, the first release has the Lou Gehrig says on there. The year before, I think it was Babe Ruth says or something. And I'm not sure if Gehrig had a card in 33. Babe Ruth does not have a card in 34. #10 is Chuck Klein. Sees a little bit of paper loss right there. Did not bump it down to a 1. I think the sharpness of the corners. And overall lack of staining has bumped that one up a little bit. I would probably say that should be a 1.5. Next up is Paul Wainer, card #11. See, just great color on that one. And the easiest way to tell the 34s from the 33s is 34s has the shadow field with players in the background. Next up is #12. It's Carl Hubble. Again, another orange background. And this one had some tape on it at one point. In a couple spots, like it was taped to a wall or something. Follow that is Frankie Frisch. This is my highest grade one in the set. It's a 4. It's card #13. Another Cardinal. Next up is Heaney Manish, card #18. This is another really nice example for a 3. Pretty clean black. You see a little bit of the card that was on the other side of it in the pack. I have not been able to figure out which card that was. It's only really visible down there at the bottom. Next up, we have Lefty Grove, card #19. Boston Red Sox. Most outstanding card, well-known Hall of Famer. Following that, we have Bill Terry, card number 21. New York Baseball Giants. I did not know he succeeded John McGraw as manager of the Giants. That's a little piece of trivia there. Next up is Floyd Archie-Vaughn. PSA 1 is the card number 22. I think I picked this one up with eBay bucks. A little char. It looks like char. Got a little hot. You can see just creased all the heck around the corners. Definition of a 1 right there. Next up, Charlie Chaz Gehrig. He lived well, I want to say into his 90s, into the 1990s for sure. And this is one of the Goudeys that's pretty easy to come across signed, because Gehrig was a prolific signer. Next up, number 27, Luke Appling. I did get this one with eBay bucks for sure. And it's overall nice card. Chicago White Sox. Next up, we have Charles Chick Haffey, card number 34. This one's kind of chewed up along the edges, and corners, but other than that, it's a pretty good looking card. It's well centered. This one here, if you saw my last video, I just picked this up. It was in an SGC 2. I busted it out and sent it to PSA today, actually. Yeah, crease here goes all the way through. A little chip right there. But Ernie Lombardi, Cincinnati Reds. And that was card number 35. So, if you know anything about the Goudey set, you know about this one right here. Card number 37, Lou Gehrig. And as you can see, it's creased up pretty well. Following that one, even rougher condition for the 34 Goudey, is card number 61, also Lou Gehrig. Now this one is just beat. I acquired these. The reason I started the set in 2015 January, I joined one of Burrell's Sports set breaks. Bought 5 spots, and I hit this card in there. So one of the 2 biggest cards that you can hit, I hit, and also got some other base. And I said, it's a small enough set, I might as well go for it. Well, in June of the following year, he had another set break, and again I bought 5 spots, and I hit this Gehrig. So I think the spots were like 25 each, if I'm not mistaken. Not much. So I've got about a total of $50 in these 2 Gehrigs, which together in these conditions probably about $1,500 value. And then we have a Hank Greenberg rookie. If y'all don't know about Hank Greenberg, go ahead and look him up. This is card number 62. And just one heck of a player. for the Detroit Tigers. And then finally, one that I got today, it's not even sleeved up yet. The Culyer rookie card number 90. And this one's super tough. Basically, this was released in 3 series. The first series, I think, went through the mid-50s card numbers, and the second series was mid-50s through about 84, I think, and then the last 12 cards are pretty tough to come by. So that's that. It's got a crease on his right shoulder, worn corners, bent. Honestly, I think it should probably be a 1.5, but it's got the 2 on it, and that was the last one, along with the Lombardi that I needed to finish off the Hall of Fame run. So pick that up with a little bit of Christmas money. So there it is. There's the Hall of Famers on the 1934 Goudey set. Especially those 2. Oh, actually, those 4 right there are the big cards in the set. Alright, there you go. Let me know what you think. If y'all like to see more of the vintage, more of the set building, to go along with the modern and modern graded stuff. Alright, catch y'all later.